How you doing? And welcome to the NCAA edition of Objectively Biased. With me, your host, the Objective One, Steve Fogman. Now, NCAA tournament is here. Madness, March Madness, that's the reason we call it March Madness, is here as well. Gambling, brackets, got everybody under the sun who didn't even watch college basketball is going to suddenly become some type of NCAA guru and tell you how you need to bet and what team you need to pick. Because, yeah, they've been following. They're going to tell you that Tulsa, if they win, could be the team to win it all. Speaking of Tulsa, let's get this out of the way now, and let's ask the NCAA how. Alright, now that we got Tulsa out the way and out of our system, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the NCAA tournament. I'm going to start off with the South region. Kansas, clearly, number one seed overall. They got a tough region, not going to lie. But I have faith in Kansas to be the team to come out of that region. Reasons why. Number one, Bill Self. You have to have a top quality coach with good players. He has a very junior and senior laden team. He's a top quality coach. This could be the year Kansas just wins it. They went 30-4. If there's a dominant team in the NCAA this year, it's been Kansas. They've won by an average of 14 points a game. They're on a current 14-game winning streak right now. They got hot at the right time, and they're just rolling. I don't see anybody in that southern region, I should say, that could beat them. Now, do you have potential upsetters there? Yeah, you do. Cal, very good team. Matter of fact, very good rebounding. They're led by two big freshmen there, Ivan Robb and Jaylen Brown. And they only allow teams from inside the arc to shoot under 41%. Real good defense, but I don't think they have the overall game to take Kansas out. Miami, that's my Sweet Six, that's my Cinderella pick. I believe that team could get to the Elite Eight because I don't believe Villanova can handle them. Miami's very good and very aggressive on the offensive side of the glass. Villanova, not so much. Villanova relies on three-point shooting. Miami, they don't. Reality, I see coming into that South region, Kansas, Miami be an Elite Eight matchup. And I see Kansas coming out on top there. If you look at the Western region is kind of iffy. We're going to have our Oregon followers. Everybody's going to be big on Oregon. I think Oregon's overrated. So if you're betting on Oregon, good luck to you. I wouldn't do it. While I do believe they have the potential to make it to the Elite Eight just because of the cupcake schedule that it seems that they're going to have with either St. Joe's or Cincinnati and Baylor, Yale, or Duke, really not going to be much competition. But don't get it twisted. Oregon got hot in that Pac-12 tournament because of their three-point shooting. Something they didn't do well with consistency during the regular season. So don't buy into Oregon. I'm not. I don't expect them to come out of the West. Actually, I believe Oklahoma is going to come out of the West. Oklahoma, they've got last 3 years, this now their fourth NCAA tournament. First 2 years, struggled. They were both first round knockouts. Last year, Sweet 16. Again, senior team, senior leadership, good players on that team. And, well, they've got a Player of the Year candidate as well, who's averaging 25 points a game. Guess what? They could be that team to look out for. That's the team that I believe is going to come out of that Western region. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kansas and Oklahoma in the Final Four. In the Eastern region, North Carolina. Everybody's going to be buying into the North Carolina Tar Heels right now. They're playing great defense. They rock their tournament. Here's a reality check. North Carolina, they don't shoot well from outside. They play good defense. The last 15 games, their defense has been top notch and has won them the ball games. If you watch that ACC championship game against Virginia, defense won the ball game. It wasn't Marcus Page, it was defense. They're going to have to play potentially Providence going into the second round. And then either Indiana or Kentucky in the Sweet 16. Can defense continue to hold them up while they continue to shoot poorly from outside? I don't believe it can, quite frankly. If you're going to go Carolina, again, kind of like Oregon, good luck. I don't believe they'll do it. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, West Virginia or Indiana could be the teams coming out of the East. Indiana has the most complete team of any team in the in that Eastern bracket. Problem is, they're going to have a tough bracket. They're going to have tough competition too, because they're going to wind up having to play Tyler Ulis and Kentucky. And Kentucky, if they get it hot, they can rock. Problem with Kentucky, consistency, and their tough losses. Tennessee, Vanderbilt, LSU. None of those teams are in the tournament. And they lost by double digits against two of the three of those teams. Big concerns there with consistency, which is why I'm going to take Indiana to come out of the East. Now let's get to the Midwest. The Midwest is going to have Virginia, number 1, Michigan State, number 2. Now I believe, like Kansas, Michigan State, Tom Izzo, Denzel Valentine, their bracket, not really that tough. I'm going to roll with Michigan State to come out of the Midwest. The team that's going to be the shocker going to the Sweet 16 and possibly the Elite 8, in my opinion, Purdue. They've got great defense, and they could grind it out with anybody. We've seen them, again, 2 games against Michigan State. Total combined points that they lost by, 5. Purdue's a very, very good team. Almost a mirror image of Virginia when they play defense. It's just going to be a matter of who can score more points. And if I'm not mistaken, Purdue is averaging more points per game than Virginia. I'm going to roll with Purdue to be that Cinderella team to sneak into the Elite 8 along with Miami. But Michigan State will prevail. And my Final Four is going to be Kansas, Oklahoma, Indiana, Michigan State. I'm going with Kansas to win it all. I'm staying with chalk here, and we're going to go rock, chalk, Jayhawk. For me, that's going to be the safest bet. If someone picks Michigan State, that's a very good bet too. Again, I like to go with coaching. I like to go with veteran leadership, especially with quality teams. And in this particular case, Kansas and Michigan State are the 2 best quality teams. Now, is this a shoe-in bet? Hell no. But, can it happen? Of course it can. Now, I'm following statistics here when I say I'm going with chalk. But realistically, chalk is what wins it out most of the time. So if you're going to bet, bet chalk. And on that note, I can't leave without an objectively biased statement, so I will close it out with this, and it's going to go back to Tulsa as opposed to the tournament. We act shocked, we act surprised, we're outraged. How does this team make it into the tournament? And it happens every year. It's been happening for the last 3 decades. Why are we shocked? There's always going to be that one team that makes it in. That's going to catch everybody off guard and have them going, what the hell was the selection committee thinking about? But there's always that one guy at the bar. There's always that one guy in the club. There's always that one guy in the crowd. There's always that one guy in your family. There's always going to be that one guy that sneaks into the tournament that we're going to sit there and go, damn it, how did you come up with that decision? I would like to be objectively biased on that and say I would love to see the day where that team on Selection Sunday pops up and someone turns around and goes, oh my God, I can't believe it. What a travesty. West Bumblefuck University from California nowhere just made it into the tournament. And someone turns around and goes, are you really that surprised? Because I'm not. It's been happening forever. Who gives a shit? Quite frankly, it just made my bracket a hell of a lot easier because I'm not picking them to win. That's one of the 32 games I don't have to worry about. And on that note, thank you for watching the Objectively Biased NCAA Tournament Edition. We'll be back. Please subscribe to Stephen Fogmeg on YouTube. Hit me up on my Instagram at S_Fogmeg. Love to hear from you. Thank you.